Begin to rock, steady, steady rocking all night long. And we begin to rock, steady, rock into the break, rock into the break of dawn, rock, woo, steady, steady rocking all night long. And we begin to rock. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? God, pile in. We're going to have a little bit of a conversation. Man, I'm fighting through some sickness right now. Man, I've been sick for a little while. Just found out I got pneumonia. I ain't never had pneumonia before. I've been coughing up green stuff, having them deep bass head coughs. But I'm blessed and I'm doing good, man. Comment below if you have purchased the Big Head Kraig sitcom. Comment below if you have purchased the Big Head Kraig sitcom. I need you to support because I'm going to be shooting season 2. And the money I make from season 1 directly funds season 2. You get what I'm saying? I got a goal of 100 plus grand to shoot it. I want some of your favorite influencers and people you love. I want to hire them to act in it, but I need y'all to support. Big Head Kraig, man. Here we go with this. What do you say? Get up, Kraig. Okay, all right, I'm up. But I don't forget to add in the comedy hype trash guy. Oh, I haven't viewed everything. I don't know. I have not viewed everything, but I just got a couple things I want to talk about because I understand how this business is now. And it's interesting, man. Some people don't care about you until somebody they hate falls out with you. Some people didn't care if you lived or died until somebody that they hate falls out with you. Only reason Shannon Sharp put Ryan Davis on his show is because he knew that Ryan Davis and Corey Holcomb had a beef in the past. Some people only care about you until somebody they hate falls out with you. That's just the climate that we live in. That's the only reason. You got to remember something about people who may not be strong enough in a certain way to take you down. They will click up with people. They will find other people who feel the way about you that they do, and that's enough commonality for them to get together and try to destroy you. Whenever you start seeing people that didn't used to hang out, but now they hang out and they met through you, or somebody that doesn't like you connected them, you think that's by accident? You think that some people is just hanging out because they just that cool? Come on, man. You think the sequence of events that happened in the last 2 weeks was all happenstance? You better wake up. CONTextomy. That is the title of this discussion. CONTextomy. What is CONTextomy? It's a pervasive, venomous, and insidious tactic used in politics. What does it do? It misleads the public by purposely leaving out details around a quote. CONTextomy. Look it up. You got to be dialed in on this conversation. Somebody said crazy thing is Corey already won. There's a lot of crazy things about that situation, but I'm not here to defend Corey. I'm here to attack logical fallacies. You cannot be guided by illogic into emotionality and make a great decision as a man or a woman about any situation. This is contextomy. Politicians use it all the time. They misquote each other purposefully in order to create some type of illusion or falsehood that the person who they're misquoting doesn't know what they're talking about. It's dishonest, it's dangerous, and it's selfish. Look, man, this dude been programming bots for the last 2 weeks to say shit on my pages whenever I'm live or whenever I do anything. It's automatically these venomous bullshit ass comments about nothing. Contextomy. Also an ad hominem. Instead of sticking to the subject, they replace it with falsehoods to distract from the purpose of an argument. See, he and I never had an argument. I always give you facts. You have to remember, in this particular situation, you got the world of politics and the world of comedy clashing. AD is using political distractionist tactics in order to try to win a debate. This is what he's using, right? So it's always facts over feelings. So let's just talk about the layers of contextomy so you guys get an understanding of what this fucking means. First of all, one of the layers of contextomy is selective quoting. Now, it could be a physical quote, it could be a video, it could be anything, but it's selective, taking bits or fragments of something that was said or something that was done and using that as a broad stroke to support a narrative that you're trying to push out about something or somebody that's false. Selective quoting. Another thing is false attribution. Assigning a misleading quote or source onto someone that you're arguing with. It's called false attribution. Look it up. Another thing is misleading framing. Look it up. These are all. Let's stick with these facts. Let's stick with the education before we go into our opinions. Because all the things that have been going on for the last couple of weeks, it falls into these categories. Misleading framing. Which is presenting information in a way that changes the meaning of the information. Presenting information in a way that changes the meaning of the information. See, this is what you got to understand about politics. You say Kwame's going in, that's dope. I don't have to go in on Antoine. I can simply educate you on what is going on, and it's so much information out there, you can fill in the facts yourself. What the fuck is Kraig talking about? Well, you got to, look, man, I don't deal in illusions and disillusionment, good brother. I deal in facts. So right now, we're painting the context of what's going on. This entire thing is contextomy, my guy. Another thing is time manipulation. Time manipulation. Using past statements or events and making them relevant to what's going on now. almost presenting things that have happened in the past and presenting them in a way where it contextually seems like it's going on now. What's popping with you, King David? Using past culture things to make your current situation seem relevant. Convenient omissions is the last part of CONTextomy. What's up? I can't pronounce the word, man. Shut your whole ass up. Convenient omissions. Convenient omissions. This is very important. All of the bullet points are important, but this is very important. Convenient omissions. Convenient omissions. What are you conveniently omitting by some of the information that you're saying? Why do you pick and choose parts of information to talk about? Why do you leave extremely important details and context out of information that you disseminate about people? Why are you leaving these things out? Why are you conveniently omitting facts and replacing them with narrative? CONTextomy. You trying to play God out here. There's no value in this. You guys know how bots work. You can go into some of these bot sites right now and say, hey, anytime Aunt Daniel says rich, wealthy, black people need to, you can disseminate. You can go on these bot sites and you can type in, anytime Aunt Daniel says black people, I want this bot site to send out 150 messages, all 2 minutes apart, from this demographic profile, black women between the ages of 25 to 40, calling Aunt a fat, disgruntled whinings who doesn't know what he's talking about. Hey. And so anytime he makes a comment, anytime he goes live and says any of the Q words, the bot site will automatically inundate your page with comments saying whatever you told them to say from these many different profiles. So this barrage of bots and bullshit information that Ant and others who support him are using to try to push this agenda is taking out context. It's called CONTextomy. I'm telling you right now, we as comedians will always win the long-term battle. You want to know why? I've been in a couple roast situations outside the improv and in life where people see me and they want to roast with me and they start roasting and it's all good, right? So the average everyday person, they get high, drink, they can roast for an hour, 30 minutes with a comedian, and they feel like they've had a great day. Well, let me tell you about situations I've been in where niggas wanted to fight me after roasting with me, right? Yeah, you're cool for 30 minutes to an hour, right? But what about 4 hours later when you want me to stop, but I don't want to stop because you ran out of jokes? See, this is what this is going to be for a nigga like Anton. Because right now, while his blood is flowing and he can pay for these bots to spread this misinformation and harass people and play games, it's cool. But what about when he's done and he wants it to be over and I'm still on his head? What's it gonna be then? You think it's an accident that he comes on this show, storms off, and then a week later, that video come out, As if that's not something that I've seen it before. You know what I'm saying? I believe they went to court for this video. I'm not too sure. I'm not really privy to all of their business. I believe that this woman is not supposed to be speaking publicly about what she's speaking about. I believe that the courts did not file in her favor. I believe she's violating a court order and also participating in CONTextomy, because let's be honest, when you watch this video, excuse me, it's 15 dudes out there, one woman. 15 men, one woman. It's after 11 p.m. at night. Yeah, women have the right to be out at 11 p.m. at night, but when a woman is out in the streets around all men at that time of night, she's under contract with something different than the average working woman. She's either under contract with the streets, she's either under contract with some type of drug she's on, or she's out there chasing fantasy. Now, in that video you saw, it's 15, 20 niggas. Her boyfriend is one of the niggas. Her boyfriend is one of the niggas. You don't think some people out there was telling her to tell her boyfriend, hey man, get this bitch out of here? You think they was out there friendly roasting? That's a fucking lie. The bitch was out there loud talking niggas, threatening niggas, and doing things she shouldn't have been doing in relation to the way she's acting now. Ain't no woman supposed to be out threatening no grown-ass man, acting like she can. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's right for a man to hit a woman. I don't. I don't think it's right for a man to hit a woman. I think that the woman's dude should have got his ass whooped, right? See, if I'm in that situation and I'm getting into it with a nigga, a woman, and she's loud talking me, I'm going to tell her, dude, hey, man, shut your girl up or me and you got to fight. But that ain't what happened. What happened is what happened. But this ain't no Claire Huxtable. This is a woman that's under contract with either the streets, the industry, or some type of drugs. With no audio on that video, you can't just sit here and make assumptions. This nigga said, nah. What you mean, nah, nigga? Come on, man. All I'm saying is, in that video, I ain't defending nothing, but at the end of the day, her man was standing there with her. All that. Why not tell your broad to be quiet, get out the way, and I'll deal with this with him myself? How does a man allow his woman to be in an argument, a public argument with a man? Again, how does a man allow his woman to be in a public argument with another man? Let's ask these man questions that other men would ask, that I would ask my brother in that situation. If this is your broad, why is she out? And look, her dude works there. So she's at her dude's job arguing with another man in front of her man. But with this CONTextomy, this whole situation has been presented as if this is a person who just was in a roasting competition and can't understand why things happen the way they happen. No, we're talking about drugs. We're talking about a person being on drugs in argument around a bunch of men. Look, man, I'm gonna tell you out there all day long. Don't teach your daughters, man. Don't be out after a certain time. Kraig sound dumb. You crazy as a motherfucker. You crazy as a motherfucker. Now, is Corey weak? I don't know. That's not my question to answer. But why didn't her dude get her out of that situation? My woman is not allowed to argue with no other man. It's not happening. And then what happened in court? What happened in court? These are all the things you got to ask yourself. You feel what I'm saying? These are all the things you can. How am I, Mark? Because I don't agree with you, Timmy Clinch. You sound weak as a motherfucking nigga. Come on, man. Captain Save 'em ass nigga, man. Come on, man. Let's really talk about it, man. Women are people. If a woman is making a terrible decision with her safety to be arguing with a man and around nothing but men late at night, high on drugs, in an altercation and being verbally aggressive, you mean to tell me that this is a situation that you wouldn't at least question? And then with the police already being involved in it, the police did not rule in her favor. So what are we talking about? If I was there, it wouldn't have happened. But what are we talking about? Let's have a real conversation. Like, what exactly are we talking about? You act like it's a world full of Claire Huxtables. Come on, man. Come on, man. And then you got to check the resume. Is we keeping it real or is we keeping it right now? Because two of the things under CONTextomy is convenient omission and time manipulation. There are some very important things that were conveniently omitted in that video. Why isn't this woman being truthful about the things that were said in the video? Because the video has no audio. But there are 15 witnesses there. How come these witnesses aren't speaking up for this woman? How come these witnesses aren't going on Harvey Levin's show and testifying to the innocence of this female? How come nobody is publicly speaking up for this woman? But you got to punch, and I'm talking about all those people that were there. Find me video of one of those niggas that were there on the scene speaking up for this woman like some of these niggas are in other parts of the country who weren't even there. Hydrating. Let's talk about it for real. Somebody should be able to testify to your character if you're a good person. If you get in trouble and you claim to be a good person, there should be somebody that is willing to stand up and testify to the contents of your character. You in here talking about yes, man. Show me a nigga standing up for the broad. If my sister got into a situation like that, I'm on the nigga's ass. And guess what? It'll be 20 motherfuckers that'll get on video testifying to the contents of my sister's character because she's a good motherfucker. Now, I'm not saying old girl ain't a good motherfucker. I'm saying with 20 motherfuckers on the scene with this shit, when this shit went down, how come none of those people was on TMZ saying, yeah, this is a good character woman? She didn't deserve that. You got 15 niggas standing around this bitch and ain't nobody stood up for her? And you got niggas willing to crash out, speak out on something, but you got 20 niggas that was there and ain't nobody spoke up. You niggas sound crazy. And they heard they heard it. You just seen this shit without the audio. If that was a good motherfucker, niggas would have stood up. Real niggas don't let women get taken advantage of in no way. But you can't step into a circle of men as a woman and try to recreate the rules. You in the lion's den. You need to act accordingly. The fact that her man, where's the nigga she was with? How come he ain't speaking up right now? I know him. He's a good nigga. I would love to see what he has to say. I know everybody that was there. I would love to see what all them niggas have to say. How come only the bitches on TMZ? How come only the bitches on TMZ? You know I know he has something to do with it. Come on, man. This is all a plot. All this mudslinging shit. Come on, man. Elvis married his wife when she was 14. How come Anton ain't talking about that? Because he's white. You better wake up and smell the roses, man. You got 15 motherfuckers out there in the squabble. And don't none of them get on TMZ with the broad and speak to her character. And we in here having a discussion about this bullshit. CONTextomy. Let's go over the elements again. Selective quoting, false attribution, misleading framing, time manipulation, and convenient omission. This has all those elements. He said bodybuilder face. That's funny, the motherfucker. Hell yeah, nigga. They said I got pneumonia. I ain't never had this shit, nigga. The coughing is so like my body feel weak as a motherfucker. They trying to fuck the bag up, but you know, he'll be all right, man. He'll be all right. But see, there's elements to a downfall, man. We've talked about this before, man. You got to be prepared in life. Because sometimes people will misquote you because that's just what they do. You know what I'm saying? They'll misquote you. Questions. Any questions? I answer whatever questions. Let's talk about it. Also, man, have y'all purchased Big Head Kraig? Have y'all purchased Big Head Kraig? Man, the link is in the bio. Go into the bio. Watch season 1 of Big Head Kraig. It's 2 hours of content, hilarious with some of your favorite influencers. It's an improv sitcom. Slink Johnson, Big Jaw, Freeze Love, and a host of other fire-ass entertainers. Man, check it out. With the purchase of Big Head Kraig season 1, you'll put me in a position to shoot season 2. I want to shoot season 2, man. I got some dope shit planned. And, man, we just need y'all support, man. Shit funny as fuck, seeing the commercial. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Share that with your friends, man. A lot of people don't know. It's Kraig from All Def Digital. Kraig from the Big Jaw Sketches, The Lesbian Homie, Kraig Facts, 5150. I've been on a lot of different stuff, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, support that. Any questions? Go ahead, ask. I'm going to do a Q&A right now before I go on to my next topic. What's y'all questions? Talk to me. Let's run it. Yeah, I'm going to go home and drink a gang of warm water. God. You see me in here sweating? Somebody said if I saw the girl, would I punch her? No, hell no, I wouldn't punch her. I know her. She been around for years. She been on my show before. This is what I'm saying. See, with her, she got a personal thing with the homie. They shit is personal. I don't know what exactly happened in the past, but this is not a normal, goofy chick. She got some game about herself. The whole time they was beefing, she was hitting a bunch of people up. You know what I'm saying? So she got some game about herself. Nah, this motherfucker said I'm dry snitching. Bring Marcus on the show. That's funny. Man, Marcus, look, man, I ain't seen Marcus in a minute, man. Hopefully he doing well, man. What happens with a lot of people, put the link in the comment. So it's this weird energy with a lot of people that come on the show. I just do my thing, man. I don't get bothered with nobody. I ain't got no issue with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't know everybody that's been on the show. I got my own show. I done had 8, 9 different co-hosts on the show. So my empathy and understanding is because I know how it goes. When you produce content, when you do your content, the level of consistency that it takes to be great, most people aren't going to be there with you through the entire process. So the way that the normal people work is their work is directly attached to some type of financial gain immediately. What your salary is, what you get paid hourly, whatever. So when they see a rotation of co-hosts, they just assume that it's drama. Yeah, sometimes people get into it, but it ain't always drama while people leave a show, a podcast. It's because everybody put it in there again. It's not letting me pin it. Everybody is incapable of committing the same amount of time and the same amount of period of time to doing this. Content creation is something you got to consistently do. Some people got to work a regular job. Some people move. Some people have car troubles. Some people are the victims of false information. Like some people don't even know when they being a puppet mastered. Like on a show like 5150, you'll get people wow, it's not letting me pin it. That's crazy. That is really crazy. Yeah, on a show like 5150, all the comedy streets watch 5150. It's a lot of people who want to be on the show and they can't be on the show. And so what they do in return is they try to create tension on the show by pitting people on the show against each other. Some people might call Corey and say some weird shit about Marcus or me or whoever to Corey. Hey, I seen Kraig doing this. I heard Kraig did this. Did you know about that? Or they may come to me and be like, hey, there's a new co-host on there. It seemed like he talked more than you on the show. Are you cool with that? Like, these are the type of games that are played in the street. Somebody asked me, how's Boo Capone? Go on Boo Capone's channel and ask about Boo. I don't know how Boo's doing. That ain't my motherfucking business. Let me see. So these types of games are played, and if you've never had status or been in a situation, of some type of esteem, some of these things might get to you or make you think something that ain't it. He said, Boo's to go. Yeah, shout out to Boo. But go to Boo's channel, nigga. What the fuck is you doing on my channel asking about Boo, nigga? That's the weirdest shit in the world. Kraig, get some antibiotics for that pneumonia. Get well. Yeah, I took some before I went live. So is roast me done? Man, go ask Boo. Fuck you on here asking roast me questions for. Nigga, go to All Def Digital, ask them. I don't give 2 fucks about what's going on with that. That type of shit playing. It's my channel, nigga. The fuck you talking about? Kraig, do you justify Corey? See, there goes another question that has CONTextomy in it, and it's from a bot. You see that? That is a bot. So what they're going to do is try to clip my response and take it and tag it, and so they could do exactly what I spoke to you about before. How are you going to ask me about another man's actions that I have nothing to do with? Superbot. That's a dumbass question. Why don't you ask some of the guys that were there? Sean, it's not letting me pin it. I'm trying to let you know it's not even providing that as an option. I don't know if it's because of the way this video is, because it's horizontal right now, but it's not even providing that as an option. It's all a setup, bro. This is the problem with that with that way of conducting yourself as a man. When you all about the setup and the narrative, that shit gonna run out. I'm telling you. And it stops working. And then what do you do at that particular point? Somebody said, I justify it. You don't have to, that's not on you to justify it, and you don't have to justify it. I'm telling you, when something is presented out of context or lacking the appropriate context, it's already illogical. There's nothing to defend. There's no reason to defend illogic, especially when the facts are presented. If the facts are presented, the facts should be good enough. How you presenting a video without the facts? It's all them people in the video. You can't find one of them people to talk about the video? You can't find one person? See, here goes another one. How? Come on, man. And I'm going to see Ant face to face one day. Kraig, I had a crush on you for years. Just wanted to mention that you're charming as always. Oh, okay. Thank you. The only young. Okay. Appreciate you. Another woman said, Kraig, I think she's truly trying to get clout off of Corey. Everyone knows her name now. Yeah, but here's the thing about it. Like, what's the end game? What is the end game? Because the industry knows you. So what's your end game? Anybody, in my opinion, anybody who feels like, they can create anybody who tries to destroy somebody and capitalize off of it, they're not going to last long in nothing they do. If you can't get it with your talent. I remember years ago, there was a comedian who acted like he had cancer. Now, here's the thing. A lot of us think he was faking, right? But he was just a regular comedian trying to make it. When he started saying he had cancer, within 2 months, he was on Ellen. He was getting late night TV spots. He was touring. That was 10 years ago. Everybody thought he had terminal cancer. Guess what? That nigga's still alive to this day. Ain't seen him do stand-up since. So that's what happens when you rush the process. People gonna feel sorry for you for a little bit, but if you ain't got nothing to lean back on, man, they're gonna forget about you. Said Kraig got underdeveloped lungs. That's funny. Every time you see, okay, this other question. The surrounding people on the tape are MIA. The other people who was there, they witness protection. Nah, them niggas are around. Them niggas are around. That's just the 15, 20 people you seen on the tape. It's more people standing around. What I'm telling you is those people can be found. The woman, Miss Payne, could easily reach out to those people and they could come to her aid, correct? Correct? You got a video with more than just him and her in it. If this was a situation where she was a victim, as she says she was, Wouldn't there be more people corroborating and standing up for her in this situation? Now, that doesn't mean that what happened was right, but why aren't more people who were there standing up with her? This is a question I have that is a serious question. Come on, man. It's just facts. Exactly. You got to realize something about being outside that improv. There was so many. Hey, click that link. That's where you can get Big Head Kraig right now. I tried to pin it, but it won't let me pin it in the chat. I don't understand why. I don't understand why. So much stuff has happened outside that improv. They got regular police outside that improv now. They have real police, off-duty police with pistols and peace officer licensing outside that improv. It ain't no regular bullshit security guard. These are niggas with government clearances that could take anybody to regular jail. These police don't make citizens arrest. These are real deal, respected police officers. All this fake drama, all this CONTextomy is bullshit. They're not trying to create a narrative, they are. But that shit will expire because it's based in falsehood. More questions. Ask yourself, why are people? Well, I mean, you got bots on my page for sure. They've been making comments all week. So I can't wait till they comment on that roast. The roast is coming. It's taking a little bit of time. I thought I could do it faster than I normally would do it. But the roast is coming. Please believe. Make sure y'all support it when it happens. TMZ work for them folks. They are the same ones that dropped the video on Diddy. Think, people. Yeah, but here's the thing about that, right? You know, I mean, I don't know. I ain't going to speak on it. The roast is going to hurt. Yeah. He said you won. He gave up already. Can't wait for the Zesty Daniels roast. Houston doesn't claim you. Houston doesn't claim who? I'm not from Houston. Be more specific. Somebody said Corey Holcomb is hard to root for. Explain why. Explain why, please. Kraig looked like a handsome crow. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's go. We know bitches ain't shit, but this is a loss for Corey. You can't be on camera like that. Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's not a good look to be on camera like that, but, you know, we just had a whole conversation about CONTextomy and the elements of CONTextomy. So maybe I should go over that again because you might have just got in here. And it's very important to understand this, man, because the art of manipulation, a lot of things, a lot of context is left out of very important discussions. You get what I'm saying, Playboy? So let's go over these elements of CONTextomy one more time. One more time. And then shoot, man, I'm going to call it a night, man, after that. The elements of CONTextomy. Selective quoting. Let's get this thing up to 2,000 likes, man. Sean, put that link in again for Big Head Kraig, man. Selective quoting, using only parts of statements or information to support a particular argument while ignoring the rest. That's element one of CONTextomy. There goes the link right there. bigheadkraig.uscreen.io. bigheadkraig.uscreen.io. Man, click that link when you have a chance. Support the sitcom. It's out now. CONTextomy, selective quoting. Using only parts of a quote or information to support a particular argument while ignoring the rest of the information. Right. Element 2 of contextomy, false attribution. Again, false attribution. Assigning a quote or information to the wrong person or source to lend credibility to your claim. The video with Christina is a distraction from the initial argument and claim. He was flown to the studio to defend his position on attacking black men publicly, but not attacking white men. This is what caused this argument. So now look how far away we are from the argument. Look how far away this video is from their initial argument. Contextomy. He was actually able to take this video and force fit it into the context of his situation with Corey. These are two things that have nothing to do with each other. They have nothing to do with each other. The third element of contextomy, misleading framing. Using past statement or information as a way to change the meaning or interpretation of an argument. Using past information as the way to change the interpretation of an argument. Somebody said, we know if you knew, you wouldn't say it. Big Head Kraig. There you go. You see the link. Big Head Kraig. .uscreen.io, man. Go ahead purchase season 1 of Big Head Kraig. Time manipulation is the fourth element. Using parts of a statement or events out of context to make current claims. And the last thing, convenient omission. You know what that omission part is. Leaving out crucial details or context that would change the audience's perception of a situation. Come on now, man. We've been playing games. They've been playing games the entire time. Somebody said Jaguar Wright is right. Is she? Tell me what she said. I don't know what Jaguar says. She probably is right. She'd be on point a whole lot. See, here we go with this shit again. There go another bot. We in here speaking facts. This nigga in here speaking emotions. You came into the chat to say, is we corny? How are we corny? And what does this have to do with 5150? This is Kraig Facts. We speaking facts. You arguing with historical context and science. The things I'm speaking have been studied and proven by people way smarter than you and I. So how is this corny? How is this corny? See, here we go. Here go these bots. Look up contextomy, fellas. The elements of contextomy. You need this when you get into situations and you're arguing with somebody who is using the art of manipulation or distorted thought to try to sway a conversation. I'm gonna give you the five elements again. I'm not gonna say each one individually as far as the meaning, but I'll give them to you again. Contextomy. It involves these key elements: selective quoting, false attribution, misleading framing, time manipulation, convenient omission. These are the elements of contextomy. This is a common political tactic used when someone is trying to create or divert away from a point or an argument that they're having with someone in a debate. Somebody said Kraig took college in critical thinking. Man, hey, you got to apply it to your life, man, because look, everybody is trying to be heard in life, right? We all want to be heard. We all want people to understand what we're coming from. And at some point, I realized that most of the people you fuck with, we all have good intentions, but sometimes our logic is off. So sometimes we have to recalibrate ourselves with the appropriate logic. Because you can have good intentions, but off logic. You feel what I'm saying? And logic actually has a formula. There are elements that have to be present for a statement to be logical. It can't just be about how you feel and what you want and the fact that you want everybody to shut up and listen because you feel like you need to be listened to. That's not logical. You watch all these sports podcasts, these niggas ain't talking about shit because they don't know how to be logical. You watch some of these NBA, NFL podcast shows, these niggas fall out because they think the locker room bravado shit works in regular life. That shit don't work in regular life, man. The fact that you got paper, or the fact that you got 4 championship rings, or the fact that you started your whole career, or the fact that Tim Duncan only scored over 20 points on you twice, that shit don't mean shit to niggas out here in these streets, nigga. Teach a nigga how you worked it out with your wife. Teach a nigga how to negotiate once you and your wife got divorced. Teach niggas the shit y'all niggas really be going through. You feel what I'm saying? This is all we want from motherfuckers who think that having money means that they have some type of superiority. It's a false superiority. The only way to beat false superiority is with logic. It's with logic. Touch upon your logic. Touch upon your conflict resolution strategies as men. This is how we overcome bullshit and bullshit energy from bullshit niggas. Cognitive dissonance. That's real, my brother. I got my own platform. I've been here for years. I was just on Timcast a month ago. I'm about to go back. I'm everywhere and growing. That's been this episode of Kraig Facts. I'll do 10 more questions, 10 more minutes of question and answer. Make sure y'all purchase that sitcom for real. Make sure y'all purchase it. Hey, I couldn't be funny today. I could barely breathe. I'm coughing up green shit. It is what it is. Somebody said, when you have money, it ain't no logic. It depends on who you are. It depends on who you are, for real. It depends on who you are, folks. He said, CONTextomy ain't in my, in my, that's some funny shit. Look it up, though, so we can really go in depth about it, man, because look, man, if you want to be heard, you got to make sure your logic is sound, because what happens underneath the surface a lot of times, because words are spells, that's why we spell words. It spells an understanding into your consciousness. If your logic is off, you're not going to be using the right words so people have the right understanding of you. Nah, man, I got pneumonia. I went to the doctor. They gave me amoxicillin. Yeah, I got pneumonia, dog. I thought that was some shit that old people got, man. I got straight pneumonia, man. What else? This shit's going. I didn't see the question about Antoine disrespecting Israelite women. Can you repeat it again so I can answer it, please? I agree. Cognitive dissonance and gaslighting are common tactics used 100%. Kraig, how do you feel now doing political commentary and expanding? Well, here's the thing. I didn't even know it was political commentary. I do like political commentary. I need to do it more, but I wasn't even aware that it was political commentary, man. I just enjoy dialoguing with the people. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy dialoguing with the people. And at some point in life, as a comedian or just an orator or someone who speaks publicly, you have to be concerned with the big picture and the little picture. A lot of entertainers are just concerned with the big picture, the things that affect everybody, which is cool. But the little picture are the minute details that you can only see if you care. And I just give a fuck. They gave you a Z-Pack. No, I got tested for COVID. I don't have COVID. Let me see. Don't Tiffany Haddish have something to do with this case? I'm going to tell you something, man. I don't know who has anything to do with nothing. Let me clarify something for y'all, man. Look, I'm a new generation comedian, right? So a lot of these people that you associate with each other, that know each other in comedy, I don't know all these niggas. You know, I know them in passing, but I don't know them personally. I don't have relationships with like a Tiffany Haddish or some of these other people that people think are involved with this situation. I don't know a lot of these people personally. I know you think in Hollywood everybody know each other, but we don't. And it's weird how somebody could have a whole fan base, be established, and they peer have nobody. Their peers have no idea who they are, never seen them perform, don't even know what they capable of. A lot of this shit is based on like word of mouth, gossip, and reputation. So though I got a great reputation with the fans and the people across the country, some of my peers don't know shit about me, and vice versa. So what I'm saying all this to say, Corey Holcomb is more established with the older generation comedians. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know what situations, who likes Corey and who don't like him. It ain't really none of my business. That's my partner. I fuck with him, and I got love for him, and our friendship is our friendship. That's how I do things, because I was raised by Smitty from Detroit City. You know what I'm saying? Me and my guy built on whatever level we built on. But he a man and I'm a man. If I can't be held accountable for his wrongs, he can't be held accountable for my wrongs, nigga. If I do something and got to go to the pen, he can't go to the pen for me. That's just my dog. That's just where it stays. But see, where I'm from, we don't switch up on niggas because what everybody else is saying. That ain't how this shit go. Then if you think switching up gonna get you more opportunities, that ain't how that shit go either, because you look unsolid. You look unsolid. That's how you know a motherfucker ain't right in their mind frame when they put out misinformation or CONTextomy and they feel like that should change how you feel about somebody you know better than they know. How you gonna tell me about somebody I know? I know this motherfucker. Any of my partners, I know these niggas. Can't no outside person come in and, oh, I can't, nah. That ain't how this shit go. See, women know whose face who they can play with, what men they can talk crazy to, what men they can't talk crazy to. When a bitch trying to hit a lick, she gonna act like she trying to hit a lick. Like this situation I got with Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes really don't want to fight me, right? I really don't want to fight him, but he ain't no bitch, I ain't no bitch. But what's not about to happen is me being in a situation where a motherfucker don't know I'm a nigga you should take serious, right? But if I was on some whole shit, I could be antagonizing Matt because I know if he hit me, it's going to cost him. I know where Matt be at sometime. I could run up on him and make that nigga sock me and get paid 100 grand. But I'm not no bullshit ass nigga like that. I don't know that man well enough to have a real beef with him. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a comedian. So if anybody looks weak in this situation, it's a nigga like that because he's taking jokes personal. You get what I'm saying? But I understand the element of roasting and comedy. Everybody can't handle it. So I instead of being an antagonist and taking it to another level and pressing the issue, trying to get socked out for the bread, I just stopped talking about the issue and took a step back because I don't have no issue with that man. And I don't want no ill will or nothing bad to happen to that nigga. You feel what I'm saying? But if I was thinking how Miss Payne was thinking, I would be in places he's at antagonizing him because I know he got a problem with his temper, and I know it'd be easy to get that nigga to take off on me. It'd be easy. But I don't want no ill will to come towards that, bro. So I stay away from it. But if I was on some whole shit, I can press the issue. Because I done seen that nigga spit on people for less than what we got into it over. You get what I'm saying? You know what? I heard Sinful, the P, say that. Can't nobody tell me nothing about someone who I know. Hell yeah, you can't, nigga. I know killers in jail that I love with all my heart. You feel what I'm saying? I know killers, man. I grew up around some cats, man. Y'all can look this up, man. It's a dude named Eugene Nunnery, right? He played on the same football team as my big cousin, Lil Frank. Shout out to Lil Frank, man. I love that nigga, man. That was the first suave, debonair player, motherfucker, that I knew. Nigga was getting pussy on a regular basis in 8th, 9th grade. My big cousin, Lil Frank. He played football. He was a hell of a football player. But one of his teammates is this guy named Eugene Nunnery. We used to call him Tupac because he looked just like Tupac, and he was a cool dude, and he was a hell of a running back. I mean, a hell of a running back. He was a cold football player. Fast, had jukes, all that shit, man. So long story short, Eugene ended up moving to Vegas. He ended up moving to Vegas, right? Something happened in Vegas where he lost his mind, and Eugene went on a killing spree. Eugene killed like 6, 7 people in 3, 4 hours. Look it up. Eugene Nunnery killed like 6, 7 people in like 3, 4 hours. He went on a killing spree and started killing some of the workers that be at Home Depots. I want to say it was because he lost a job or some shit like that, and he just went crazy, but he killed a gang of people. Matter of fact, I believe he got the death penalty. Look him up. Google it. But if Eugene called me right now and said, hey, man, send me a few $100, put a few $100 on my books, you know what I would do? I'd put a few $100 on his books. Then if he said, hey, man, I just need somebody to talk to, little homie, man, can I call you every once in a while? He could call me and talk to me. We'd crack jokes like nothing happened. You want to know why? Because that man went through what he went through. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Yeah, killing and murder is different. We know this. That ain't what we do where I'm from, man. Somebody going through something, man, you don't disown them and leave them alone because you don't know the context of what happened. He called. He said he called. I don't know who that was that called. He said the killers we knew weren't cool at all. I mean, yeah, it depends on who it was and why they did what they did. You know what I'm saying? It depends. Some people killed out of self-defense. Congratulations on your success. Love and respect. Thank you so much. He used to work at a hotel where Richard Ramirez stayed. What was the name of that hotel? Craig hood name is what? That's some funny shit. His hood name is No Nose. Hey, check it out right here, man. A link to my sitcom, Big Head Craig. Yeah, I think, see, when people hear the word killer, they don't really understand, if they not from the hood or an urban environment, what that really is. They thinking from, I believe, a more evil context. Yeah, killing is wrong. I don't agree with that at all. But when you talk about the streets, some people, the streets are a sport to them. Comment below, God, if you understand what I mean. To some people, the streets are a sport, right? And their homies or their gang or their section versus another gang is looked at in the same way as the Raiders versus the Rams. Do you get what I'm saying? In some places, it's looked at like the Raiders versus the Rams, the Lakers versus the Celtics. That's how they look at it. This is the frame of mind they're in when they participate in these street activities. So these killers that we refer to, these dudes, that's their mind frame. Do you get what I'm saying? So when they know you're not playing this sport they playing, yeah, we live. You get passes. I got a lot of passes for being the basketball guy, the funny guy, where people on both sides didn't fuck with me. I used to dribble my ball to school as a kid, dribble at home sometimes, and people wouldn't fuck with me. You feel me? And the environment I went to high school and junior high in wasn't as treacherous as the environments, that I, that birthed me. You feel me? So, but it still had a level of treachery. So what I'm saying is, it ain't like contextually, it's not like the serial killers or the killers you think of. Like, this is the sport they playing. They're not out there, That's the only way I can explain it. I'm gonna stop talking about Kraig. If I buy it, yeah. So once you buy it, you have a lifetime access to that season. You only gotta buy it one time. 2.5 hours. Some of your favorite comedians are in this joint. There go the link right there. I think you'll love it, man. Promise you. I think you're gonna have a good time watching it. Hey, man, I gotta go home, get some rest, man. I appreciate y'all's support. Love and respect to all. Till next time, if I owe you something, get it from God. God.